Good afternoon. Meteorologist Michael Gonzalez back with another update on the tornadic storms that have been pushing off to the north. They are northeast of Bismarck. We have 3 tornado warnings currently in northern Burleigh County right now, and 2 of these have observed tornadoes from weather spotters within the last 15 minutes. We'll start with this one that is south of the Reagan area, and it is moving off to the north. Weather spotters did confirm that there was a tornado. It is currently over generally rural land that's off to the southeast of Wilton and southwest of Reagan, but Reagan is in the tornado warn polygon, and it is expected to arrive in your area in about 10 to 15 minutes. So now is the time to seek shelter if you can, just to be on the safe side should a tornado pass through your region. Put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. A basement would be ideal, or an interior closet on the lowest floor of your building. This tornado warning here is in effect until 4:30 p.m. Central Time, so for a half hour. And again, weather spotters did confirm that there is a tornado with this storm here. And we'll push off to the east as well, south, or actually approaching Wing, just southwest of Wing right now. Weather spotters did observe a tornado with this storm some time ago, just off near Highway 14. This storm also continues to drift off to the north, and it is also rotating and may also produce additional spin-ups. So if you're in the Wing area, please seek shelter now. Now is the best time. No time is too late, but now would be a great time to move to an interior closet and maybe bring a pillow or a blanket to put over your head in the bathtub, perhaps, if you don't have a basement. A basement would be ideal. But just to reiterate, there was an observed tornado about 10 minutes ago with this storm as it drifts to the north and northeast. We'll move over to the velocity couplet picture to get an idea of where these tornadoes might be. Remember, it is where the reds and greens are really close together, and you can see there have been little areas where these red and green highlighted regions have been dancing close together, and this appears to be where the most likely position of a tornado would be right now. Of course, it could be anywhere within this polygon. This just gives us a little cheat sheet, a hint of where these storms could be. So they're sort of drifting over in this rural region, southwest of Reagan, southeast of Wilton. Wilton, you are not in the tornado warning right now, but Reagan you are, and this storm will continue to drift off to the north. So if you're up along the Highway 36 corridor, this is a good time to take shelter if you live anywhere out in this region. And again, this storm near Wing, they just updated the tornado warn polygon. So if you are south of Wing along Highway 14, you are in the clear for now, but the storm remains very close to the Wing area, and weather spotters did observe a tornado with it earlier. It appears that the polygon is not a thick border anymore, which suggests that it is no longer confirmed to be on the ground. It is just a radar indicated threat. But as you can see with this little hook shape here that the storm is making on the radar picture, that suggests that it is continuing to spin fairly fast, and you'll want to take shelter if you can, if at all possible. And further east, there is this other tornado warning for this storm here that is just east of Wing, and it continues to drift off to the north, just like all of the other storms. These are all rapidly advancing northward. These are all spinning storms that are capable of producing spin-ups. We will move back over to our storm that is southwest of Reagan. It continues to move generally slowly, but it is spinning around just southwest of Reagan, southeast of Wilton. And this tornado warning is in effect until 4:30 p.m. The other one for the Wing area is also in effect until about 4:30 to 4:45 p.m. Central Time. So if you're out in this area, this is northern Burleigh County. This is a good time to move to an interior room on the lowest floor of your building, or a basement if at all possible. We'll zoom out just a little bit to show that we are now, these storms are now well north of I-94, so the Bismarck area, you are in the clear, might have a little bit more rain as we continue through this evening, but the bulk of the rotating storms, the tornadic storms, continue to push northward, and that is why we have these 3 tornado warnings that are all in effect. They are drifting north. Highway 200, McCluskey, Turtle Lake, Goodrich area should be prepared to take shelter should tornado warnings be issued any further north as these storms continue to move in that direction. Right now, they don't show any indication of weakening. The good thing is these have been generally brief spin-ups, but we have been receiving reports from weather spotters of observed tornadoes over the last couple hours with these storms. They can generally lift and then or they can generally drop and then lift really quickly and then drop again a few minutes later. So it's a rapidly evolving situation. We'll zoom back in on this storm that is southwest of Reagan. We can continue to see the hook echo that's there southwest of Reagan, southeast of Wilton, and Reagan remains in that tornado warning until 4:30 p.m. for the next 25 minutes. The wing area, this storm, the Hook Echo, appears to have just passed to the west of town, which is good news. It will continue on its path to the north, and we will have further updates if that continues to be tornado warned. And then, of course, there is this additional cell that is just to the east of Wing. It is also going to miss town, so it appears that Wing has sort of threaded the needle. This storm will continue on its north-northwestward journey as well. Across the area, we remain under a tornado watch until 9 p.m. Central Time this evening. For areas that are south of the wave that already came through, just be aware that there is a tornado warning that is now off just south of Logan County in McIntosh County, I believe that is, southeast of Linton. I will have updates on that here shortly. I've not had a chance to look at that, but that has just entered our region. So we do continue to have additional waves of tornadic activity that is drifting north out of the south. So if you are along the I-94 corridor, especially out towards the west of Jamestown, over in this region, just be aware that we could have additional storms drifting up this way. And that is why this tornado watch is in effect through 9 p.m. this evening for much of central North Dakota. Bismarck, for now, you are in the clear. That is good news. This wave of storms has drifted off to the north. If you're in Minot, just keep an eye on the sky, keep an eye on the radar, and of course, we'll keep you posted here on KX News if any of these tornado-warned storms happen to make a bit of a deviation in your direction, because these are going to continue to make their way to the north. It's generally a south to north path today for these storms, which is a little unusual for our area, but just know that along the US 2 corridor, it could be about an hour and a half to 2 hours before these storms get to that region. We will see if they remain tornado warned by that point. And again, there is an additional tornado warning that has now entered the southeastern part of our region, southeast of Linton, over in McIntosh County. We'll take one last look at the radar before I leave you here. The velocity couplets indicate that there is strong rotation remaining southwest of Reagan. Fortunately, it does not appear to be pushing towards the town, but again, there was an observed tornado earlier, so remain sheltered in place for as long as this tornado warning remains in effect, which is for about another 20 minutes. And of course, it could get canceled before that, and we will let you know if that is the case on Facebook. The tornadic warned storm that was passing near Wing has passed, it appears, just off to the north and west. That latest scan shows where that Hook Echo is just a couple miles off to the northwest. So good news in Wing. It appears that that circulation has drifted off to the northwest. And then, of course, there's this other Hook Echo with this other storm, this other tornadic warned storm that is a few miles east of town. And that is also drifting off to the northwest fairly rapidly. So again, if you are up along the Highway 200 corridor, between Goodrich and McCluskey and over to Turtle Lake, just know that these storms are going to be approaching. No tornado warnings are in effect up that way for now, but I will break back in should any additional tornado warnings be issued. These storms are all spinning pretty quickly and dropping brief spin-ups along the way. And be sure that you have a good place to shelter should a tornado warning be issued for your area. And remember, a tornado watch remains in effect for much of our area until 9 p.m. this evening. I'll have additional updates when they become available. Thank you so much, and I will return you to regular programming.